Oh, really?
2024 is actually the ultimate election year because there's been more than close to 60 elections worldwide.
Wow.
Worldwide. Yeah.
Okay.
And it looks like Ghana will be the last one.
We are at the tail end.
We'll see what happens. Yeah. All right, I'll take you to the Ghanaian Times. Front page says, EC presents final certified copies of voters registered to political parties, independent candidates. Impasse in Parliament. Speaker adjourns House indefinitely again. Backbench supervising lawlessness in Parliament. That's the NPP majority alleging. And you know that ordinarily Farmers Day would have been on the first Friday of December. It's happening today.
Yeah.
So 40th National Farmers Day to be held today.
Yeah.
That's the front page of the Ghanaian Times this morning.
Yeah, well, happy Farmers Day to all farmers out there. Farmers, fishers, everyone that's in the agri space.
Kudos to all farmers.
Yes,
God bless the hands that feed us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're ever grateful. Ever grateful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The Daily Graphic captures the headlines as these. It says, can MPP take over KEEA seat? NDC is sure of victory. Demonstrate true statesmanship. Efia Markin tells Speaker. My credit score unveiled as third credit reference bureau. Okay, and Parliament adjourns again. Government business still hangs. So those are the headlines on the front page of the Daily Graphic. Now, it says at the back page, Ghana Water Limited loses 1.89 billion Ghana cedis worth of processed water. Processed water. Let that sink in. Processed water.
Keyword.
We pumped in money to process the water, and we are losing the volumes to the tune of 1.89 billion Ghana cedis worth. Wow. What a country.
Sad state.
What a country.
All right, I'll take you to the News Center. News Center says credit scoring system launched to remove bottlenecks to credit. Is attributed to Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. MTN goes big on sustainability with green technology. Best post 881 million Ghana cedis profit. Clears all legacy debts. Now, Best here is actually Boss.
What we knew as Boss.
What we knew as Boss. Now it's bulk energy storage, not bulk oil anymore. So and indeed, they must be commended. They're like one of the state-owned enterprises that is really turning things around. I mean, it's it has a picture of Dr. Edwin Professor out there.
Big man.
Backbench setting Ghana on fire. This is attributed to the NPP caucus leader, Alexander Afenyo Markin. That's it for the front page of the News Center. All right.
The Chronicle captures the headlines as these. It says Backbench is supervising chaos in Parliament. Majority leader Afenyo Markin. It says here, I'm using digitalization to solve economic problems. Bawumia is speaking. I'm sure that's a rebuttal to the fact that he's abandoned the economy. He's dealing with digitalization. He says, no, that's not what's happening. You missed it. I'm using digitalization to fix the economy. All right. Then the scripture for today on the front page of the Chronicle says, Proverbs 28 verse 16, a ruler who lacks understanding is a cruel oppressor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Jab, man.
To whom it may concern.
That's all. Easy.
To whom it may concern.
Easy. Yeah,
all right. The Herald newspaper this morning is reporting that Akufo-Addo hijacks 86-year-old Efia Nkwanta Regional Hospital as his legacy.
Is it not the effigy of himself?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I saw a video of a man drilling the seat of the effigy this morning.
I mean, it's quite interesting the kind of reaction it's generated on social media.
Yeah, it is.
Ghana is a beautiful country.
It is.
You respect some of these things.
So my 16-year-old daughter, who doesn't live here, by the way, but follows Ghana news and Ghana politics and everything else. And she's very interestingly, very politically minded, so she's updating me what's happening in America, her thoughts on the different things. And then she's asked when she's only post the story, because it was a news item, right? And she says, was that necessary? As a president, should he be flaunting himself? Isn't it a bit narcissistic? I was like, I was like, my daughter.
You know that song, right?
Yeah.
So be a mama baso me am bomb trumpet Joe.
Blow it yourself. Thank you.
Anyways, NDC and MPP trade blame outside Parliament as Speaker adjourns for absenteeism. Baumia outdoors credit scoring system for easy access to cash. Sakawa lover Hajia for real lands UK policeman. Others in trouble.
Hey.
Mahama tells Saul to punish NPP for denying them Parliament. Bashes judiciary over its injustice. And then you get highlights of the NDC and MPP manifestos on Hausen when you grab a copy of the Herald newspaper.
You know, I'm really looking forward to the numbers coming in from
Sal.
From Sal.
Yeah.
Likpe Lolobi, you know,
Santro
and
Kofi.
Santro Kofi and Akpafu.
Akpafu.
Because of all the, as we all know, of all the places in Ghana, they are the only ones who don't have parliamentary representation, right? And so it will be interesting to see what they feel about that.
Yeah.
You know, how they feel about that.
I think the matter is still in the High Court in Ho. I think the matter is still there. If you follow Imani Africa President Franklin Kujo, you'll be getting some highlights. Every time the court sits, he makes a post regarding proceedings and all.
All right.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the front page of the Republic Press, and it says here, Betifi on high alert. Palace invasion backfires as community takes down troublemakers. Yeah, and we need to really, you know, calm the waters, as it were. In some of our communities.
The videos are horrific. I think the security agencies should be up and doing. The videos are terrible. And you see, when things like this happen and we begin to attribute them to a state agency, it portends trouble for the nation. Because the reports we're picking, not confirmed though, alleges that these men who invaded the palace, obviously led by a lady that says or claims she is the Abrewetia of Kwawu, are supposed, allegedly, to be national security officers.
Wow.
And that's what I'm saying, that when issues like this crop up, it's important that the state agency that has been allegedly fingered in this matter comes out, make a denial or confirmation. And if you're confirming, you give legal basis to that. You get it. It doesn't have to take speculation in the media and of course on social media. When such things brew, I mean, it's
and we shouldn't let
exactly people lose confidence in that state agency. And if we're seeing videos of the indigents having been able to outpower so-called national security officers, then really it goes to empower others to do same when there's legit concern for the national security to act. You get it? So I mean, the state agencies should be seen to be disputing some of these things, refuting them or confirming and giving reasons as to why they had to or that had to happen.
Ghanaians mad at MPs as Speaker adjourns Parliament again. Now, Efia Marken slams Speaker. And then we have MPP congratulates President-elect Donald Trump on election victory. We also have Mahama congratulates Trump on his re-election. And Baumia launches My Credit Score. Now, as we're going around congratulating, I hope that we keep our eyes on our own matter and make sure that we have a proper, good election without trouble, you know. Americans election.
Now you're sounding like the good old prof. God rest his soul. Zufia.
It's a very simple issue. No, because you see, at the end of the day, it's good enough, you know, and proper that you say, oh, well done, well done. But when it's your turn, you should also be able to show that we can run a good election and show them that we can also handle our business without it, you know, degrading into chaos. You know, so it's important.
But I mean, it's something we've done over the years, and I have all the trust and confidence that we can do it again if all actors play their roles accordingly.
If
conditional statement. If all actors play their roles accordingly. All right, David, I'll take you to the Daily Guide newspaper this morning. Major story, of course, coming out of Parliament says vacant seat saga. Speaker, NDC on warpath. Efia Marken speaking there. Baumia unveils My Credit Score system. Parliamentary standoff will affect public servant salaries. Dami host SKB Asante on international arbitration. And 2 die in Konongo accident.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for the Daily Guide.
I saw pictures of that gory accident. That was very unfortunate. You know, we need to do way better than we are doing when it comes to driver. One of the things that I've noticed, and I think that's what the statistics really show, that a lot of the accidents that are happening are driver error.
Okay.
You know, driver error. Either wrong choice of time to overtake, drivers sleeping because they've been overly fatigued, and all those things are the major causes of our accidents. You know, one of the things I find bewildering is when you have a dual carriage and we're all going the same direction and we are still able to have an accident. You know, I mean, seriously. So driver error, we need to really work hard on this, you know. The Ghanaian publisher says, Bagman leading NDC on warpath. Majority leader speaking. Bawumia unveils My Credit Score platform. 18,772,289 eligible to vote. This is coming from the EC. ADB MD Lord's Climate Resilient Agric Initiatives in Ghana and AUCC honors 4 proud GJA laureates, laureate alumni. All right.
The new publisher this morning says Majority Leader Bagman setting fire on Ghana in collusion with NDC. Ursula receives Exemplary Leader Award. Bust clears 384 million CD debt. That's it for the new publisher this morning.
All right. The custodian says Bust clears 384 million Ghana cedi legacy debt. Bawumia launches My Credit Score platform for buying goods on credit. Okay. Bagman is setting Ghana on fire. Majority leader speaking. NDUA salutes DUA salutes Trump, projects MPP's win. Okay.
The Informer newspaper. Bawumia targets Ghanaian youth with digital skills, fighting corruption with digitalization. Humbled Bagman ready to promote government business. Extending free SHS to cover private schools. EduWatch deflates NDC policy, argues abolishing double track detrimental. Majority leader blasts speaker for instigating confusion in parliament. And top right-hand corner says we'll press contempt charges against Bagman. Katie Hammond reviews.
All right, let me do my final paper here. It says Bawumia to win one touch with 50.48. That's the ABC News. This is IGG poll is affirming. Okay. We have very interesting polls, you know, swinging both ways. The Muhammad
we saw the same thing in the U.S. elections.
Yes, I know.
Even on the 9th hour, we saw polls tipping towards Harris.
Yeah, and it's like the question is, how did they get it so wrong? Because it wasn't even close.
It was a beating.
It was a lashing,
a whipping,
a shellacking. Muhammad lied. Government never borrowed 42 billion from BOG. This is a UPSA Don speaking. And John Mahama's portion of Ghana's current debt stock is the same as that of Akufo-Addo. Dr. George Domfe speaking there.
All right. The final one for me is the Inquisitor. Dismissal of case against Deputy IGP. Police personnel jubilate. Napo is a genuine promise keeper. This is the Yana speaking. Speaker suspends Parliament indefinitely again. Why we boycotted Parliament for the second time? Afenyo Markin explains. And if you go to the top right-hand corner, says NDC raises concerns over EC's final voters register statistics. That's it for the Inquisitor newspaper.
All right. I don't know if there's any story that particularly jumps out at you, but let me just give us a few headlines from ChannelOneNews.com and then CityNewsroom.com. We've solved economic problems with digitalization. This is Bawumia speaking. We're looking at Second-D Takrady residents call for removal of Akufo-Addo statue. Whoa. Okay. Afenyo Markin more focused on majority leader title than government business. Muhammad Yariga speaking. Bawumia is the best person to take Ghana forward. And this is Napo there speaking. Some unfortunate news there we mentioned earlier. 6 sustained machete wounds as a Betifi youth clashed with armed men. All right, let me take you to citynewsroom.com. We have Francis Sosu and 4 other MPs introduced bill to abolish tax on betting winnings. Okay, government spends at least 1 million Ghana cedis on each parliamentary recall. This is Mutala disclosing there. NDC parliamentary candidate storms Salt FM over alleged defamatory remarks. And ChannelOne TV's Firma Junami engages with U.S. residents following Trump's victory. All right, so those are some of the headlines on our various portals, citynewsroom.com, for your credible news updates. All right, we're always there for you. ChannelOneNews.com as well. All right, and that's what we have for you. Now, we also have elections.citynewsroom.com. Yeah. All the filler you need. Yeah.
All the data on elections from 1992, past, present, there. You can also get election-related activities, election-related coverage also on the website. And then, of course, once you log on, you find how interactive it is. You can draw your analysis, and everything is out there on the websites. That's elections.citynewsroom.com.
Yeah.
So you go there, you can get results for presidential, results for parliamentary. You can see how the regions have voted over the years, how constituencies have voted over the years. And then, of course, you can draw patterns as to why one region is regarded a stronghold for one party or the other. You can also establish why a region or a constituency may be classified as a battleground, a swing region, and all that information is up there on the website. It's quite engaging, quite interactive as well. And of course, we've put all that together to ensure that we provide comprehensive coverage of the 2024 general elections and all election-related activities. You want to stay with us on ChannelOne Television and, of course, 97.3 City FM for comprehensive coverage of the elections. But we entreat you to join the conversations, especially online, with the hashtag GhanaPost2024, hashtag CityVerify, because we know that there's misinformation and disinformation out there. And so you can tweet at us, tag us to fact check some of the information that you may come across. And you can do that by hashtagging CityVerify. But of course, this is the Election Bureau. And so you want to use the hashtag Election Bureau as well.
Fantastic.